Hello, my little ones. How are you doing today? It's a Saturday evening of winter. And yes, I am your Poorna ma'am is back with yet another bedtime story. So go to your bed, close your eyes and relax. Take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. It's a story about a frog. And the name of the story is Frog in Winter. Once there was a frog named Max. One morning when he got up, he realized at once that something was wrong with the world. Something had changed. He went to the window, astonished to see that everything was completely white. He rushed out in confusion. There was snow everywhere. It was slippery under his feet. Suddenly, he felt himself falling over backwards down the bank and into the river. But the river was frozen, and the frog lay there on his back on the cold, hard ice.
If there's no water, I won't be able to wash,
he thought, shocked, shivering with cold. He sat on the bank. Then Duck came hurrying towards him on her skates.
Hello, Frog. Nice weather today. Are you coming skating?
Frog answered,
No, I am freezing.
Duck,
But skating is too good for you,
said Duck.
I will teach you how to skate.
Frog said,
You have got a warm feathery coat, but I am just a bare frog.
Duck, you were right. You keep my scarves. Now I must be on my way. Suddenly, Frog heard a sound of 1, 2, 1, 2. He saw that a rabbit ran up. He was jogging in the snow. Rabbit, hooray! He called joyously. Exercise makes you healthy. Hooray for exercise! 3 cheers for exercise! Why don't you join in, Frog? It's great fun keeping fit.
I am freezing,
said Frog. You have got warm fur, but I have nothing. Sadly, he went home. The next day, his friends invited him to have a snowball fight, but Frog couldn't share in the fun.
I am freezing. I am only a bare frog,
he murmured, and miserably he stumbled home. He sat next to the fire for the rest of the day. dreaming of spring and summer. He burned every last piece of wood. When the fire went out, he went outside to gather more logs. But he couldn't find anything, any wood in the snow. He walked and walked and walked until he lost his way. Everything was white. Exhausted, he lay down in the snow. A bare frog. And there his friends found him. "I'm freezing. I'm freezing," Frog whispered. "Come on," said Rabbit. And carefully they carried him home and put him to bed. Rabbit collected wood and lit a fire, and Pig cooked a nourishing soup. It's delicious. It's a nourishing soup. And Duck cheered Frog up. "Hey, come on!" In the evening, everyone listened while Rabbit read wonderful stories about spring and summer. Meanwhile, Pig knitted Frog a warm pullover in 2 colors. Frog enjoyed the attention from his friends. Winter is wonderful when you can spend it in bed. Then came the day when Frog was well enough to get up without fur, fat, or feathers.
Hooray!
But dressed in his new pullover, he took his first steps in the snow. Well, asked her curiously. "It's good," answered Frog bravely. And so the winter passed. But one morning, when Frog opened his eyes, he noticed at once that something was different. Bright light streamed in the window. Quickly he jumped out of the bed and ran outside.
Hooray! Yeah!
The world was bright green and the sun shone in the sky. "Hooray!" he cried.
Yay!
"It's good to be a frog. How wonderful! I can feel the sun's rays on my bare back." His friends were happy to see Frog so cheerful. "What would we do without you, Frog?" laughed Rabbit. "I can't think," said Pig. "No," agreed Duck. "Life just wouldn't be the same without him." So children, I hope you like the story. Now it's time to say goodbye. Take a deep sleep. Good night.